Gemini Zodiac January 2026 January Prediction. Health. This month the stars are quite favorably disposed towards your health and the augury is a beneficial one. There is, however, a note of caution which must be sounded to warn you against overexerting yourself. This is important, since any failure in this would snowball to problems of a much greater magnitude for you. You should, therefore, draw out a fresh schedule of activity which does not put undue strain on your system. Having done this, you should stick to such a schedule. This would solve your problems in a big way. Further, there is some chance of a back trouble bothering you. But this would be brief, and in any case get relief from your reworked schedule. A beneficial month, with no serious botheration. Finance. There is nothing particularly favorable for your financial prospects in the combination of stars facing you this month. In all your dealings, a lack of self-confidence and the ability to take initiatives would be missing. This would make for stagnation and retard all progress. There would also be a storage of any worthwhile opportunities. In fact, the climate will be totally unfavorable for investment and the launching of any new ventures. Any such plans should be shelved till a more opportune moment. The set of circumstances ahead does not augur too well for your financial prospects and you would do well to maintain a low profile. Profession. This month the augury from the stars is quite favorable for your professional prospects. Practitioners of the fine arts and others of their ilk would have an extremely satisfying time. In fact, some of you may well go on to make a mark for yourselves with your contributions. In any case, whatever be your particular field of activity, you would work hard and your efforts would succeed in realizing your planned objectives for you. There would also be a good deal of travel. This again would be extremely fruitful, with the most favorable direction being west. All told, a favorable month during which you should go on to achieve something important professionally. Education. So far as your educational prospects are concerned, you might find a number of problems looming large on the horizon this month. There is a distinct possibility that most of you would lack the necessary drive and motivation to get to the top. This would reflect in your performance, and those sitting for any competitive examination would do well to combine their efforts with some extra coaching. This might make all the difference between success and failure. Students of both the arts and the sciences would have to put in a great deal of extra effort to retain their ranking. But persevere they must, refusing to give in. Travel. This month you can look forward to reaping a rich harvest of gains since the stars are quite favorably placed for such are the possibilities. Your business or job would require that you undertake a good deal of travel. You would travel alone and almost entirely by road and rail. In these attempts you would be very successful and realize your goals. There are also indications of travel for purposes other than business. You can look forward to several journeys of an extremely pleasant nature which would not only open new vistas of opportunity for you but also put you in touch with several new persons. East is the most favorable direction. Family. The affairs of your family would have fairly smooth sailing during the ensuing 12 months, since the stellar influences would be beneficial. Look forward to celebrating an auspicious event in the family with much fun and merriment. The family atmosphere would remain quite pleasant and cordial throughout the month, with harmony among its members and not a trace of discord in evidence. Some of you would gain significantly from your brother. In fact, this might well turn out to be the most important gain of the month. Financially also, you may look forward to a bright spell, with a rise in the overall family income of virtual certainty. Children. A month during which there are some grounds for you to exercise care, otherwise these would be quite beneficially influenced by favorable stellar influences. Most children would be a source of satisfaction to parents. They would do well in their studies and also fare well in their extracurricular activities. This behavior would also be quite pleasantly disciplined. Even those who are given to creating problems would tend to be much less of problem, etc. This is where your own supervision would also help. Most children would also remain injury prone.